Getting ready for college is such an exciting time. But let's be real. The language, the jargon, it can feel like a whole different world. Don't you worry, we are about to build your college vocabulary toolkit so you can walk through this whole process feeling totally confident. So, have you ever heard words like financial aid package or registrar and just kind of nodded along even though you're a little lost? Yeah, you are not alone, I promise. It's a super common feeling. But by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what it all means. All right, let's dive into part 1, figuring out the money. I know, this can be the most stressful part of the whole journey, but trust me, just understanding a few key terms is the first giant step toward making it all feel manageable. So the first big one you'll see is the financial aid package. Think of this as the college's official offer letter to help you pay for school. It bundles everything they're offering you, scholarships, grants, loans, you name it, all in one place. This is the piece of paper that helps you say, okay, after reviewing my financial aid package, I knew I could afford to attend. Now, inside that package, you're hoping to see some grants. And what are grants? This is the best part. They're free money. Seriously, you don't have to pay it back. It's usually based on financial need, and a great example is the Pell Grant, which for a lot of students can cover most of their tuition costs.
Scholarships are also free money, which we love, but they work a little differently. These are typically merit-based. That means you earn them for something you've achieved, like awesome grades in science, being a great athlete, or some other special talent. It's basically the college rewarding you for all your hard work.
So let's break it down, side by side. Grants are usually about financial need. Scholarships are usually about merit or achievement. But the most important thing to remember? They're both free money. They are gifts that make college way more affordable, so you absolutely want to go after both.
Okay, now for a big shift. Let's talk about federal loans. Unlike grants and scholarships, this is not a gift. This is money you borrow from the government. And the key word there is borrow, because you absolutely must repay it, and with interest after you're done with school. For example, a student might say, I took out federal loans to cover my living expenses.
This right here, this might be the single most important thing to get straight in your head. Grants, you do not repay. Federal loans, you must repay. One is a gift, the other is a debt. Understanding this difference is just crucial for making a smart financial choice for your future. And last up in the money section, we have Work Study. This is a really cool program that gives you a part-time job, usually right on campus, maybe at the campus library or the gym. It lets you earn money to help with your expenses while you're actually in school. It's a great way to get work experience and have some cash in your pocket. All right, you've figured out the money, you've picked your dream school. What's next? Well, now it's time for part 2, making your choice official. This is where the paperwork comes in, and yep, it has its own set of vocabulary words. To lock in your place, you're going to pay a deposit. The easiest way to think about this is like a down payment. It's that one-time payment that tells the college, hey, I'm in, save my spot. When I paid my deposit, I officially secured my place in the freshman class. Next up, your transcript. This is basically the official story of your high school academics. Every single class you took, every grade you got. Once you've been accepted, your high school counselor will have to send your final transcript over to the college to prove that you graduated and kept up your grades. So who takes care of all these records once they get to the college? That would be the registrar. This person and their office are the official record keepers of the whole university. You might have to contact the registrar's office just to make sure they've received all your records and you're good to go. Now, you might hear about something called a placement test. First things first, do not freak out. This is not a test for a grade. It's just a tool the college uses to see where your skill level is at in subjects like math or English. That way, they can put you in the right starting class where you're going to succeed. For instance, my score on the math placement test put me in college algebra.
So, the money is sorted, your spot is saved, and now we get to the really fun part. Part 3, getting ready for day 1. This is all about preparing for campus life and what you need to know before you even set foot in a classroom.
Before classes start, you'll have orientation day. This is basically the official welcome party for all the new students. It's where you'll get a tour of the campus, meet tons of other people, and this is a big one, register for your very first semester of classes. It's a super important and exciting day. Remember that work-study job we talked about? Well, if you want to apply for that or any other on-campus job, you're going to need a resume. It's just a one-page summary of your work experience, your skills, your education, all your accomplishments. You'll definitely want to make sure you've updated your resume before hitting up any campus job fairs.
And if you're going to be living in a dorm, a roommate contract can be an absolute lifesaver. It's really just a simple written agreement between you and your roommate that sets some ground rules. For things like cleaning duties, when guests can come over, or quiet hours for studying. It might sound a little formal, but agreeing on this stuff up front can save you so much trouble later on.
And there you have it. When you look at the big picture, this whole college journey really breaks down into 3 main steps. Step 1, secure your funding. That's knowing your grants from your loans. Step 2, complete your enrollment. That means getting your deposit and transcript in. And step 3, prepare for campus with things like orientation. See? Totally manageable.
You are now equipped with the vocabulary to tackle this whole process. The language of college isn't a mystery anymore. So, my question for you is, now that you know the lingo, what part of this incredible journey are you most excited to get started on?